The Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Wednesday. Full the 19th of August, 2026. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day to dive deep into the absolutely wild drama happening in Genoa City. We love having you here to unpack all the twists, turns, and shocking reveals our favorite characters are bringing to the screen. Grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into the chaos, because we have a lot to talk about today. I cannot believe they are doing this. I am literally typing this furiously late at night, because I just finished watching the latest episode, and my jaw is still on the floor. I need to get this out of my system before I explode, because what in the actual world are the writers thinking right now? I mean, I have been watching this show for years, like since 2015, and I have seen some wild, completely unhinged things happen in Genoa City, but this takes the absolute cake. Let's just jump right into the most disgusting, toxic, and mind-boggling thing happening right now. Victoria Newman and Kyle Abbott. Gross. Just gross. Am I the only one who is physically cringing every time these two share a screen right now? Because I feel like I am losing my mind watching this play out. Victoria is playing such a dangerous game by getting involved with Kyle, and I honestly don't even know where to begin with how messed up this family dynamic is about to be. Let's just break down the family tree for a second, okay? Kyle Abbott was married to Summer Newman. Summer is Victoria's niece. Then, Kyle dated Claire Grace Newman. Claire is Victoria's daughter. And now, Victoria is kissing Kyle? Like, I'm sorry, but the family tree in Genoa City is literally a wreath at this point. There are no branches. It's just a circle of trauma and inappropriate boundaries. What is Victoria thinking? She is a powerful, smart CEO, but when it comes to men, she is absolutely out of her mind. And I know some people are loving this because it's scandalous and soapy, but personally, I am dreading the fallout. Think about poor Claire. That girl has been through hell and back with Aunt Jordan. She finally gets integrated into the Newman family. She finally finds a little bit of happiness. And now her own mother is making out with her recent ex-boyfriend? It is a massive betrayal. I mean, how are they going to have Thanksgiving dinner? Hey Kyle, pass the gravy to your ex-wife, your ex-girlfriend, and your current. Whatever Victoria is. It makes my skin crawl. But then again, maybe we shouldn't be surprised. Because let's be real, Victoria learned from the absolute best when it comes to messy family romances. Remember when Nikki Newman dated Jack Abbott? Yeah, Nikki has basically dated or married half the men in town, including men connected to her own kids. So I guess Victoria is just following in her mother's footsteps, but that doesn't make it any less weird. And why is Kyle even doing this? I know he's trauma bonding with Victoria right now because of everything Victor did. Jack almost died. Diane was kidnapped by that psycho doctor. Markham, and Kyle, is making secret, dangerous deals with Patty Williams in jail just to get revenge on Victor. So what does he do? He goes and kisses Victor's daughter. It's reckless, it's stupid, and it is going to blow up in his face in the most spectacular way possible. Victor is going to end him when he finds out. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a breath. Okay, back to the point. The Victoria and Kyle stuff is a train wreck, but it's not even the only train wreck happening right now, because we desperately need to talk about Billy Abbott. Billy Boy is at it again, folks. I swear, Billy Abbott cannot go 6 months without completely self-sabotaging his entire life, and this time he is dragging Chancellor Industries down with him. I mean, the absolute audacity of this man to walk up to Lily Winters and Kane Ashby and declare that the Abbotts technically own Chancellor because of some ancient unpaid financial bailout from John Abbott. I was screaming at my television. So Billy drops this massive bomb, and Lily and Kane obviously fight back. They tell him he's obsessed, they tell him his evidence is fabricated, and they refuse to back down. But does Billy listen? Of course not, because Billy Abbott never listens to anyone. Instead, he goes straight to the GCAC to celebrate his victory, and runs into Audra Charles. And this scene at the GCAC just perfectly encapsulates everything wrong with Billy right now. He is so smug, so triumphant, and so completely delusional. Audra is sitting there, trying to be the voice of reason, which, by the way, when Audra Charles is the voice of reason, you know you have messed up. Audra warns him. She literally tells him that his destructive obsession with this corporate war is going to ruin his personal life. Because let's not forget, Sally Spectra is pregnant. Sally is out of town on business, dealing with the emotional roller coaster of finding out she is pregnant after losing baby Ava, and she desperately needs peace and stability. And what is Billy doing? He is starting World War III, in the corporate world. I kinda feel bad for Sally, but also, girl, what did you expect? You knew who Billy was when you got with him. Remember when they tried this Billy is a changed man storyline before? Yeah, didn't work then either. He always reverts to his chaotic, gambling, reckless self. He is addicted to the thrill of the fight, and he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. But here is where things get really, really interesting. And honestly, this is the part I am most hyped about. Because Kane Ashby is not just going to roll over and let Billy take Chancellor. Oh no. The spoilers for Tuesday, August 18 show that Kane is forming a brand new alliance to fight back against Billy. And you know who he is going to? Victor Newman. Yes, all caps yes. I am so here for this. As the old saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And nobody, and I mean nobody, hates Billy Abbott more than Victor Newman. Victor despises Billy. He has always called him Billy Boy. He has always thought he was a loser, and he has never forgiven him for all the pain he caused Victoria over the years. So Kane going to Victor is honestly a brilliant strategic move. I know Victor doesn't exactly love Kane either, but Victor has a huge soft spot for Lily. He respects Lily. And if helping Kane means he gets to protect Lily and absolutely crush Billy Abbott into the dirt, Victor is going to jump at that opportunity. I can already picture the scenes. Victor sitting behind his desk at Newman Enterprises, steepling his fingers and telling Kane exactly how they are going to dismantle Billy's claim. Billy thinks he holds all the cards with this old John Abbott bailout document, but he is playing checkers while Victor Newman is playing chess. Victor has the money, the lawyers, and the pure, unadulterated, ruthless energy to drag this out in court until Billy is bankrupt. And honestly, Billy deserves it. He is so blinded by his own ego right now that he doesn't see the massive target he just painted on his own back. I am predicting that this corporate war is going to get incredibly dirty. We are going to see blackmail, espionage, and probably some hostile takeovers. And I am going to be watching every single second of it with a bowl of popcorn. But it also makes me wonder how Jill is going to react to all of this. Jill forced Billy and Kane to call a truce recently so they could run Chancellor together, and now they are literally at each other's throats again. Jill is going to have a heart attack dealing with these two. And Lily is caught right in the middle, exhausted and furious, just trying to protect the legacy she built. Lily has worked too hard to make Chancellor Winters a success to let Billy Abbott ruin it because he has a superiority complex. Okay, let's pivot for a second because I need to talk about Danny Romalotti because this storyline is just weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Danny. He is a legacy character, he is a Genoa City icon, but what on earth is he doing managing the GC Shadow Room? I mean, Danny Romalotti was a massive rock star. He toured the world, he had legions of screaming fans, and now he is pouring drinks and dealing with drunk patrons at a nightclub because Noah and Sienna got scared of Matt Clark and fled to Los Angeles. It is such a bizarre career pivot. But wait, it gets better, or worse, depending on how you look at it. The spoilers for Tuesday show that Danny is starting a brand new project at the club, because apparently, just managing the place isn't enough work for him. He wants to start hosting live music shows at the Shadow Room. And on one hand, I kinda get it. Music is in his blood. He misses the stage, he misses the fans, and this is a great way for him to have intimate, acoustic sets and interact with people. It gives the Shadow Room a cool, exclusive vibe. But on the other hand, what is Christine going to think about this? Christine, our beloved bug, is a high-powered lawyer. She is dealing with intense legal drama, and she was already completely stunned when Danny announced he was giving up touring to manage a club. Now he wants to turn it into his own personal concert venue? I feel like Christine is going to hate this. Because live music means late nights, groupies, and the rock and roll lifestyle creeping back into their marriage. They just got back together, they are supposed to be enjoying this new chapter, and Danny is throwing himself into a project that is going to consume all of his time. Plus, let's look at the contrast here. Danny is blissfully planning open mic nights and booking local bands, while his ex-wife Phyllis is literally fighting for her life against Victor Newman because she removed Matt Clark's ankle monitor. The juxtaposition is insane. Phyllis is spiraling, dealing with a literal psychopath who is terrorizing Nick's drug-fueled nightmares, and Danny is like, "Hey guys, who wants to hear an acoustic version of my greatest hits?" It is so funny to me, but also so classic Y&R. You have one character facing prison and psychological torture, and another character stressing about the sound system at a nightclub. But seriously, I do worry about Danny and Christine. They have so much history, and I want them to be happy. but this feels like a wedge being driven between them. Christine is practical, she is grounded, and Danny is a dreamer. If he starts spending all his time at the Shadow Room, surrounded by the nightlife, it is going to cause friction. I am predicting a major argument between them in the next few weeks about his priorities. So yeah, Genoa City is an absolute mess right now, and I am loving every single minute of it. Between Victoria and Kyle crossing massive, disgusting boundaries, Billy poking the Victor Newman bear and starting a corporate war with Kane, and Danny trying to relive his glory days at the Shadow Room, there is no shortage of drama. And this doesn't even touch on Nick hitting rock bottom with that mysterious woman Marie at the motel, or Devon completely blowing up his life and leaving the Winters Company, or Diane losing her mind trying to find Dr. Markham. The writers are feeding us so well right now, and even when I am complaining about how gross Victoria and Kyle are, I have to admit that I am fully invested. I know some fans are probably annoyed with the constant corporate musical chairs, and yeah, sometimes it gets repetitive, but when you throw Victor Newman into the mix, it elevates everything. Victor teaming up with Kane is the twist I didn't know I needed, but now it is all I want to see. I am going to wrap this rant up because it is getting way too late and I need to go to sleep, but I had to get all these thoughts out. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are as grossed out by Victoria and Kyle as I am, and tell me if you think Kane and Victor can actually take down Billy Abbott, because my money is on the mustache. It always is.